Hello everyone, this is Katarina speaking, and I'll bring you the full moon report and the equinox update for the 20th of March. And wow, we have this super intensified energy cocktail on Earth. First of all, we are in Pisces. This makes us all more emotional, receptive to energies, and we go into deeper emotional fields. At the same time, we are dreamy and able to access higher consciousness. And with these intense solar flares that we're experiencing at the moment, it brings up our core vulnerability. And that can show up for moments where you feel trapped, or you feel like you're repeating loops and you're not kind of coming out of that. And my guides were saying that feeling of leaving the old programs behind, the key to shift that is actually the Ankh. And when I was thinking about it, the Ankh is always referred to as a key to new life. And now, while we shift timelines, dimensions, frequencies, we shift from in the collective from 4D to 5D. So many of you who are drawn to my videos are already in 5D and beyond, yet what you experience around you is most often 4D, where everything is extremely amplified between light and dark, good and bad. There is almost literally nothing in between. And these solar codes are designed to help us turn events around. We all know what's happening in the world, and in order to bring in that peaceful, loving kindness, the consciousness for everyone in all crisis areas of the world, for every living being on Earth, my guide said it's a really potent time for manifestation. So if you feel any positive thoughts, really amplify, send them into the field. Whatever you feel guided to do in regards to manifestation, really manifest a bright future, manifest joy, prosperity, circle of friends, circle of United Nations where they come together. And what I feel as a really positive effect of COVID and the restrictions and the global experience of this, and my guides also refer to this, we now recognize each other as brothers and sisters. So we really are drawn to helping each other move through that and recognize the light and the beauty within each other. We reach out more and we feel more for one another. And these light codes with the power of turning around, the goddesses that are aligned with it is Sekhmet and Lakshmi. And Lakshmi is like, come on, I can turn every seemingly misfortune into something lighter and brighter. And I was really excited when she was saying that. So the Ankh, Sekhmet and Lakshmi support you in that power of turning things around. The light codes are designed to help us get out of those traps, loops, and things we seemingly couldn't shift for quite a long time, that are deeply ingrained, that can also be DNA programs. And overall, the solar flares also bring DNA activations. They deeply and intensely activate our pineal gland. They shift our light body. And for me, that always results in extreme sensitivity. So I often can't listen to music, only really gentle hertz frequencies that help the unfurling of the DNA. I also have real difficulties with technical equipment around me. I bought a new iPhone. And it's a journey in itself, and it was 3 days in a grid with shungite and all sorts, but I still can't seem to shift the energy into something more brighter, lighter, and aligned. And even when you feel like you have devices for a long time, you may want to put them in a grid or surround them with extra light, because when you shift dramatically in frequency and you shift dimensions, then certain things aren't as easy to align with who you are. When you have devices for a longer time, they usually have grown with you. For me, I've got now a new Mac and a new iPhone, so they haven't made any of my evolution, so they can't really match my frequencies. The Mac is easier than the iPhone. But never mind. So some of you may also experience that when you are asked and called to upgrade, that certain things don't flow as easily. I've got a new event provider and I'm really, really excited. It's so straightforward. You can book that now via my website, and you will have a library with all the previous recordings then always downloaded for you. So it's really easy and smooth. And I can't wait to welcome you all on Sunday. And this full moon that we experience in Virgo on Friday is part of a trinity. February, March and April, these full moons are designed to harmonize our male and female inner template, and that can also feel really vulnerable when you go to the core and you feel your ancient wounding, maybe from both masculine and feminine side. It's really both within us. And at the moment, I feel it's a deep healing of the divine feminine. I experience it both in my sessions within men as well as women, as well as my soul partner, where I can feel the deepest core vulnerability within all of us as really showing up. And it's time for us to lift out of that. So, and this full moon also brings upliftment. It brings this energy of fresh new beginnings. It feels like we're ready to embrace the changes. And Ashta was really adamant to say, from this full moon to the next new moon, which is in the beginning of April, so the next 2 weeks are super amplified change. So the more you go with that, the more you align with that, the more powerful breakthroughs you will experience, and you feel like it takes you to a new level where you are excited about what is to come. And then the other thing is, with this full moon, it also guides us deeper into ourselves. This full moon is also the energy of both the divine masculine and the divine feminine, where you're able to heal both sides within you. And the goddess that is really helpful for that, I have found, is Arianrod. So Arianrod will also join us in the activation. The planet Chiron at the moment is really, really strong, also healing deep, and it's called the wounded healer. So some of you who feel especially aligned with that, you may feel that on a deeper level. And the Galactics are streaming in light codes beyond light codes. I was out yesterday filming, taking new images to show you the different light codes. And I will also do several posts leading up to Sunday with more information about the light codes. And I got a whole download on Saturday about the different types of light codes, what they're here for, how we can make use of them. So that is going to be part of the activation on Sunday. That gives you kind of tools to navigate the new incoming light frequencies. And I'm really excited. On Sunday, on the equinox, we're also going to work with the Stargate system again. So with your personal Stargate, with the worldwide Stargates, as well as activating new or reactivation. God, I'm so excited, I can't even speak about it. We reactivate ancient portals underwater, and that's not just Atlantean or Lemurian, that's really ancient systems. And they started with me to prepare that on Saturday, and I could really feel the amplified power. And I know I'm going to do a few journeys leading up to Sunday to really get into the depths of what we're all going to experience in the activation on Sunday together. And my guide said February was very expansive for all of us on the activation. March is even more so. And I thought, oh my God, I don't even know if I can hold all of these energies. So they said, you know, that's why I needed to do all these upgrades in so many areas of my life to hold that higher frequency in a far more expanded way. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you. And what else did my guides wanted to share? The power of turning it around, the solar codes, the amplified full moon. And really, whenever you feel like you go into despair, you know, when you look around you and it's like, oh my God, is the new really coming? Is it really here? My guides are saying, go within and align with your light. Really align with that deep, beautiful frequency that you carry and let that shine outward. And the other thing is, because we are in Pisces and we have access to higher intuition and guidance and this amplified manifestation, it can lead to bursts of creativity, absolute intense. And in April on the 12th, we have this Jupiter-Neptune alignment. So we're leading up to this period of deep, deep, deep dive and vast amounts of information coming in that some of you then translate in creativity, new projects, ideas. And it's like this renaissance of greatness coming, and it's like, oh, renaissance of greatness, that sounds really mighty. So let's see how that unfolds. And the best way to do that is always when you really take good care of yourself. So for me, I worked 5 weeks in a row every day. It's just how it fell with all the new things coming in. the situation in Russia and the Ukraine to really help with that on a deeper level. And then I did a spa weekend. I've got a few new products from Rituals, which is really nice, and I really pampered myself, and I could feel that deep relaxation coming in, and then with that also the new ideas and new frequencies. So any self-care that you find works for you, do that to the max. Any moment you have, really go for it. And my guides always say self-love, the easiest way to access is in every moment is like, what is the most loving action for me right now? And sometimes I take a break, I have a coffee, I have a smoothie, I bring a friend, I go for a walk, I sing, dance, scream, whatever that might be in the moment. You know, sometimes they're like, oh my God, what do I need to do right now? And that is all part of it. And I feel the dolphins again around us, and I feel like the dolphins are really here in the coming days, months, weeks, years to help us through this intense transition, because they already hold that unity energy. They already are in that energy of joy, in that energy of acceleration, that reaching new levels of consciousness. And the more we allow ourselves to align with these frequencies, the easier. And I also said to my guides with this iPhone thingy, and they said there's a magic missing. You know, it's only third dimensional. There is no higher consciousness involved. And then I asked my guides, can we just do some magic in it? And the alchemy at the moment is really strong. So any one of you who works with alchemy, and that is Merlin, that is Saint Germain, that is Kutumi, Lord Melchizedek, all of these guides, and they're just saying they're also coming on Sunday, and Thoth is coming, or Thoth, how I pronounce them. It's the Egyptian god, the scribe, and also master of the emerald tablets. They will be bringing in new codes on Sunday for the next level. And they've shown me a new technique of how to unlock the emerald tablets at a higher level. So I'm going to bring that through on Sunday as well. And so it's a time of literally a huge step up. They just show me that, you know, sometimes we take steps and sometimes we take huge steps into something new. And we are in this time like, whoa, gigantic. I was just saying gigantic steps. So wherever you are in your life, if you align yourself with that ascension highway, with that higher frequency, you feel like, whoa, you know, life will never be the same again. So let's see what light language and codes they're wanting to bring in. Again, I invite you to hold your hands over your heart, connect with a collective of consciousness, of beautiful beings, of high vibration, love, inner peace, joy, unity. And then I invite the guides of the highest and purest light that wish to come through now. Iwash kiki si na ma sha kiki is kiki na ma sa hiwa kiki si ish kiki sa na maha miwa kiki si na maha miwa shi miwa shi ni si a kiki sa na maha kiwa shi kiki sa na maha miuyana 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 iwe kiki shi sa na namaha isi kiki sa namaha niwa kiki si namaha niwa kiki si namaha ishkaka si namaha ishkaka si namaha miwe si nana miwe si namaha miwe si namaha kiwashka kanasa ni si namaha ni si namaha. kiki ashkakana namasa. Niwa kiki ashkakana namasa. Siwa kiki shishina namaha. Siwa kiki shishina namasa. Siwa kikina. Siwa kiki na namasa. Siwa kiki na namasa. Ikiki sasana maha. Ikiki sasana maha. Aka, aka, aka. Aka, aka, aka. Blessed it be, so mote it be, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, there were so many beings streaming through. So it started with the Galactics, and for me it felt like the Lyrans, and they recoded our entire system. And you could see probably the shape of the Ankh, and within that I could see all the codes streaming in. And then we had Lady Venus helping us to embrace our divine feminine energies. Gaia, really, really strong, and with that it was amplified. It's like I hold all my children in the light, and it's a really strong energy of aligning, and Gaia is definitely coming in on Sunday. So whatever you're going to do on the equinox, I suggest you go out in nature, really connect with her, invite that interconnectedness. You know, I am a part of all life on earth, and I am here to bring life on earth into a higher vibration, if that resonates with you. We also then had the dolphins, the whales, and the energy of I break through. You know, I am making that breakthrough. I break through all my loops and hoops and old vulnerabilities. That was really strong as an overall energy. And what I'm hearing now is, now my cat is coming in. What I'm hearing is really embrace all of who you are, your abilities, your inner light, and it's time to shine. And Ashta is just showing me, you know, that power of turning things around. He's also saying you can use the same dial to increase your inner shine and radiance, your presence on the earth, to be here and seen and felt like that. And is there anything else? And they're saying happy days ahead. You know, really go into that energy that this full moon brings upliftment. It helps us to be risen into a higher frequency and move on in the light. And with that, I wish you a most wonderful week. I can't wait to experience this full moon. And for all of you who are called to join me on Sunday the 20th, I've adjusted the times in the event and on the website, because Canada and the US are already in the new time. So, or, you know, they already have summer time, and we in Europe do that later. So I've adjusted the time. So if you're confused what's now on my website and in the event, you see that's the correct times. I wish you a most wonderful week, and let's connect and connect with each other soon. Bright blessings.